Jennifer Welch is the chief geoeconomics analyst at Bloomberg, and Douglas Irwin is a college professor of economics at Dartmouth. Both of them join us now. Jennifer, we're 2 weeks now out since President Trump launched this trade war. What's your reaction to how trading partners are responding and, of course, the markets broadly?
So the vast majority of U.S. trading partners are prioritizing negotiation over retaliation. Clear exception to this would be China, obviously, and also the EU to a certain degree, which has been talking with the administration, but still feels like it's not getting a lot of traction, has been preparing retaliatory measures, and has already responded to the steel and aluminum tariffs launched back in March. I think in terms of the path forward, a lot of these partners are going to come to the table with concessions, but it's not clear what the U.S. wants in return for tariff relief.
Yeah, that is a key piece. And when you talk about the EU, they've already been held at arm's length on issues like foreign policy. So this economic piece is just yet another measure of the U.S. government now putting daylight between our allies in Europe. But Doug, the Wall Street Journal is reporting that the U.S. is planning to pressure other trading partners in order to isolate China's economy in exchange for tariff reductions. Is that a strategy that's going to work, and could it potentially backfire?
Well, there's actually a way of doing that, and it was called the Trans-Pacific Partnership. That was an agreement the Obama administration reached with a bunch of Pacific Rim countries. President Trump pulled out of it upon taking office, and now in some sense we're trying to recreate that, recreate an alliance, a trade bloc against China. And the problem is that many countries have extensive trade ties with China, and they're sort of loath to give that up fully in exchange for a very uncertain access to the U.S. market, since U.S. tariffs can go up and down on the president's whim.
Jennifer, what's your reaction to this then? Is China better equipped to withstand this period of short-term pain because they've been preparing for something like this?
Yeah, I think to a certain extent, China's been preparing this for years, right? This very much fits President Xi Jinping's view of the United States, lashing out at China, trying to contain China. And part of his policy has been to reinforce China's ability for indigenous production and sort of self-reliance, right? At the same time, this does come at a moment of economic weakness for China. The U.S. is their single largest market. This is going to cause a lot of pain, and that's why we start to see Beijing preparing measures to try and support its economy and to keep its populace in line. But I think the more these tariffs start to bite, the more the pain is going to be felt on both sides.
Yeah, and then, Doug, China is taking advantage here on a few fronts because they're filling the vacuum left by the U.S. as DOGE rolled back our soft power through programs like USAID. But then the ongoing trade war now only gives them more of an opening, right?
It has, and that's why President Xi has been visiting Southeast Asian countries to try to take advantage of the U.S. Sort of hitting them with higher tariffs, saying we're a trading partner, we'll still be open to you. And so it gives them a diplomatic advantage in Southeast Asia, as well as just the economic one of keeping the trade ties in a robust way with those other countries.
But then the U.S. has also added further complications to this because it's not just trying to re-regulate trade to an acceptable way that the president sees it, but it's also a potential TikTok deal. It's also stopping the flow of fentanyl. All of these various things are swirling now in this one pot.
Absolutely. And Beijing earlier in the year was saying when the tariffs were just in place over fentanyl, it wasn't sure what the United States wanted. Now that you're adding in tariffs, reciprocal tariffs, additional tariffs that are retaliatory tariffs, I think the question is, what is the starting point for these talks? Yeah. What is the scope for a deal?